I know it will fall, hanging up from the edge of the chair. You see the two rods spread in the back on the edge of the chair? I'm going to show you something. Okay? This is the way it is. Here's you, 2, 5, and 8, but all you get to be is 5. You're either 5, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, you can be 5, 2, because all of these, 56 and 34, 80, 92 goes here, 79 and 89 is 177, that is the Christ, that goes here. So they take 177, 187, 189, 199, 209, 219, 223, 229, 279. But we're yet to add up what can crisscross. We're yet to add up the 5, 284, 5 on this side or 5 on that side. I already added them together. 7 and 9 is here and here. It's your feet, the balls of your feet. They got you by the balls, my friends. We're connected inside a trap house. The only way out is the light, and it's up, and we can't get there. Do you know why we can't get there? Because we're not here. We're not here. God only gave him the DNA from our genes, from our family. We're the light. Isn't that stupid? When we die, the light cuts off. The light is upstairs. It comes downstairs, just like the sun comes downstairs. When the sun cuts off, you don't see it no more. It's the same thing with you and me. It's all about not being Jew and a Jewish and a Hebrew, and not that Christ came here. Christ was a jewel. I'm going to explain to you why. Because Christ is 33, and to make creation it's 77. God made his creation once. He didn't have to make it again. God is 4. Because he was able 3 out of 4 times to not let you get into prison. God is the 3 and 4 dice, Earth and Mars. All these big planets and big boys, they can go fuck off. And Pluto hiding in the back, we don't need to see shit. Is that where we are on Pluto? Number 9. 3 doghouses down. Are we really sitting on Pluto, or are we on a planet somewhere else? Christ came in here, okay, as what they call 37, 37, 37. And that's here, okay? 7 by 7 is 49, plus 30. 49 is the meaning of 8. It's also the meaning of 13. Why is 13 unlucky? Hello. When God made creation, when creation was on his thought, that was the next thing he did. Whatever part of his life it was in, he was making creation. You're fucking number 2. 6 to 12. 6 and 12, L and F. Abraham and my grandfather and my father's name. It's funny the way my son was born on a night that Tampa Bay and the Vikings were playing. The game was 26-24. My son was not born yet. Okay, the score was 26-24. My son was not born yet. The dog is 26 and the cat is 24, equals to the 50 years of the golden age. The $50 you need to get out of jail is to open the jail and trap you all and make the whole monopoly board the jail. Vikings, the first 2 numbers or letters say 6. V1. This is the light, because it's a small I, it's a little dot. We're only here by the dots and the friction of the thought that enters the body that is not here, that is nothingless unless you want it to be something, and then you make it something and you ruin it for everybody else. The DNA of God comes into this world. Here, guys, here's some more people. Teach my people what they can do. Make them Pharaoh the land and come in front of Pharaoh. 40 by 10, 400 minus 40 equals 360, a 360 degree around. And for thousands of years what they did is they changed. Because I don't think we're on a, I think we're on a, not on a 6,000 year thing. It's that when they jumped over from 3760 Hebrew time to the other time, the islands were basically all set up, because nobody ever really talks about what happened in America, except for cowboys and Indians, someone playing games. Of course, they're teaching them the land. They want them to learn the land first, so then they can turn the Indian around, but the Indian was smart. And he learned what the feather was all about. And he turned around, and every race started to turn around, one after the other. Well, in the piano on the left-hand side is 24 keys. 4 aces. There are 3 G's. Everybody knows 3 G's is 3,000. And 4 aces. 2 of them together standing upside down is 10,000, but we're not going to talk about that. AG, AG, and then at the last one, on the third dice, it goes A and B, because the creation world is barred. Creation world starts on dice number 6. No, excuse me, creation world starts on dice number 3, all the way up to 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so they use the gates as 3 and 6, and they play with 4 and 5, which is all the births. 4 and 5, 5 by 4 is 20. It makes the leap year, makes creation, it makes everything. But that's all they got. Now to their 10-10 world would be 7, 6, 5, 4. You see, Jesus Christ's number is 74 since I began. But the independence of the United States is 76, and it's the eagle. And the eagle's supposed to represent what everybody thinks it does. So we have to assume that this is all wrong. That Jesus is not 74. Jesus is 6, 11. Jesus is 7, 11, 4. Which is the pig that brings the 3 worlds together. The 7 and the 4, the 11 is in between. The 5 and the 6 is the 11. 5 and 6 is 11. 1 and 1. Trapped in the center of 7 and 4. Jesus Christ, the trap. But Mary Magdalene wasn't the trap. Okay? Now this, I really don't understand. Okay? But her and John and Simon Peter was a fisherman's son of John. Peter, Paul, and Simon. Andrew is a fisherman's son of John and Peter's brother. F.J. John F. Kennedy. James, the fisherman, the son of Zebedee, son of Boanerges, thunder. Now it's James, fisherman. I am fisherman, son of Zebedee. Andrew, I am fisherman, son of John. Simon says, I am fisherman and son of John. And then they go on. Philip from Bethsaida. Bethsaida, Bet, thousands, aid. Bet thousands and aid. That means this guy is fucked, this Philip here. Bet thousands and from thousands. I am Philip from Bet thousands. Okay, no, that's okay. That's okay. Bet thousands is good, because God is all the thousands. Matthew is the tax collector and the son of Alphaeus. So what he's actually collecting, okay, is the information from everybody, okay, which would be the fish, and giving it out to the next 4 men, which is Nathaniel, Thomas, James, Simon, Judas. And Judas Iscariot is the guerrilla fighter, son of Simon. Simon says, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 is the X. It's the zealot, guerrilla fighter, because New Zealand is where the chemistry is, where they're making cancer cells and new blood to put in people, that before you know it, it's in the air and you've already got a new cancer cell, because we're moving up to a new level, and it's not our choice, and we can't do anything about it, and it's good for us. But it's not good for us, because at the same time they want to control our mind. They have put something into it that's going to control us. But you know, you are the angels of light. You are the angels of light, and nothing can control the light of any angel. It can go around and go through of anything. It will lighten and brighten any piece of mind. So you have to never forget, for the only way to lose your mind is to follow the path of how come it's like that. Don't worry about it. It is, and just be good to everybody as you must be, because in the new world Money's going to be a second thing to talk about. It won't give you a hard-on anymore. Money won't be in your way to make any decisions. We remove this word of money in the land of the dolls. We went to Peter, John. Now we're going to see where the 10th one comes from. Simon is 10, Judas is 12. 10 and 12, 22. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. She's got all the 2 worlds, my friends. You know why? Because in the piano, okay, when you get to the 3rd A, that's the 22nd one. But there is no 4th A. That is the last A. And the alpha omega of that is 22 and 23 on the piano. Let me see, 28, A, B, C. Wow, I had to back up one. Let me see, 7, 7, 7, 21, 22, 23, oh no, this is 24. You see, it backed you up one already. I made a mistake. But anyways, regardless, 22 and 23 does create 45, even if I'm not on the B. A connects to B, and then equals 45, which is 1/4. It's a game of quarters, my friend. So there's 10 and 12, which is 5 and 5, and 6 and 6. Do you know why 5 and 5 and 6 and 6? F-R-E-E-D-O-M. Hey, you want to get any insurance? Yeah, freedom, 55. Let's get rolling. But put up the free limit, and we want to go 55. 5's alive. 5 by 5, 125th day. You're right into May, and you're on May 5th, the day I started visioning this. F6, R18, 24 to 24 hours on the clock. E is 31. That is for Herbert Hoover. Another E is 36, and that's creation of 666. D is 4 for the devil. Is 40 for the game. O brings you to 55. And M brings you to 68. Mr. Tackbands, 7268. F-R-E-E-D-O-M, 13, 13, 15, 4, 5, 5, 18, and 6, 24, 34, 38 the pig, 48, 53, 63, 66 is the total count of freedom. Counts to 66. You say freedom 55? Hold on a second. Right here. 11 times 11, 121 equals 6655. It was a fuck all your life. The 122nd day, which I told you about 22 on the other one, because she's the one spirit, she boxes into 2. May 1st, 122nd day of the year. April 1st, April Fool's becomes the 92nd day of the year, when February in a leap year becomes the 29th day of the year. 2992, 121. 3883, 121, all 1111s. 1111 means 55. 5 minutes. 11:11 equals 5 minutes before the hour and 5 minutes after the hour. 10:10 means 10 minutes before the hour, 10 minutes after the hour, right? And that's what ends up showing your V stripe in the pool ball, because one is up here and the other is down here. Now the 5 minutes after the hour, right? Let me see where this is. 5 minutes is at 5 minutes, and there's 12 5 minutes, 6 5 minutes, 4 5 minutes, 4 10 12 5 minutes. So 5 minutes is gone here. If there's 12, is that 12%? And then I got 10 and 10 on each side. Here I have 5 and 5 is 10. So 10% of 360 is 36. And the other one I got 10 and 10 is 20% of 360. I got 72. This will design you the baseball. 17 and 20 in the baseball is the evil. Okay? It's the evil. I played roulette. I can always win. I always knew what to play. I always played the same thing. I always played what they play. 17 and 20, 5, 3, 9, 30, 32, 36. That's what they always play. But when you're building on the ground and you're building a bridge in the air, right, sometimes you have to go to the other side to get a piece. So instead of hitting number 20, 14 shows up, it's on the other side of the board. Every single part of creation in technology has to do with the roulette wheel. If you know what your job is, then you can follow what you've done, and then what you have to do is ordinate where the numbers go. But it's not that hard. All you have to do is, you have to be you and I have to be me, and I can do it. But I don't break those codes. I'm not interested in those codes. I know that Jesus Christ is a fuck. It's not Jesus Christ at all. It's called the Christ, the creation of the angel resident. Jesus is a piece of time to bring up the true spirit of love. Mary Magdalene, who had a son that moved on, but they couldn't find her because they didn't think Jesus was going to do that, but he didn't do it. It comes from a fisherman. And that's why we all like to look, why we wear the Jesus fish instead of the Jesus cross. Because you're on the cross, my friends. Those crossbows that hold your arms that you choose to swing and miss. And even if you swing and you hit, you lose. They tie you up and lock you up. You are bored from the left, you are bored from the right. To the right is ESP. And to the left is MMNG. 13, 13 and 7. Number 33 of Christ. Mercury, Mars, and Uranus. Part of it has to do with the planets, part of it has to do with your body, how they got the information to you, but they put it up in the sky the way God has it. So Mercury is 13, Mars is 13, and Uranus is actually 7. It's 21 for the letter, where this is the first property, and this is the fourth property, and this is the seventh property. So I'm going to read it back to you. Uranus gets 21, and that's 3 worlds, 7, 7, 7, so that's G, G, G. Of 13, it's 1, 3, which is AC, Lady Gaga, the piano. 13 keys, and 13 keys is 26, and then 2 to center key. Then 13 keys, which is not 13 keys, it's 12. Because God has 2 dice, 6 and 6 is 12, and 6 and 6 is 12. He gets the center key. But the right side of the piano, if it has to go 12, it goes 12, and 12 equals to 24, and then they have to go plus 4. That's their space, 2 and 2, 22. The middle of the roulette wheel, if you add up all the numbers crisscross, it equals to 888 and 888, 1776. It also equals up, if you add singularly 1 to 36, it also equals to 666. Now we are the people of light, the people who really know where the love is. The covenant, if you read it, is an oven. It's a vent. Okay? Something in your body, which is the covenant, which is your memory, to remember that we are the gods of light, and the gods of light only ride by the score of 10. And if there's one, he better be way up, because he can cut our light out. Since we have our light, it probably dimmed, and now we know he's there. We close our eyes to the world, and we open our eyes to him. The letter B shows 2 births at one time. The letter D shows 1 whole. The letter E shows 3 connect to 3 connect, which is an electrical thing that goes back. It's like power up to the other side. The F is the same thing, but now it's going to the 2 world. 1 world plugs to 3, 1 plugs to 2. The middle and the right, and the other one is the middle, the center, and the right. Man is 2, 5, and 8. He is Venus, and he is Neptune. But as far as I see, the only one that can be anywhere is God, who would be Jupiter. But Jupiter had a big role to play in this. She was the dividing horse of everything. She was the one that actually brought the light. Saturn is the number of man. but it's made by 3 2s, 2 2 2, and the heaven is 8. That would make 666, 1776. So, you know, 1, 4, and 7 are awkward numbers. The 7 and the L, the 1 and the 7 together create a 4. The 4 sideways, if you mark it squarely on square paper, it looks like a jack. You know, so all ways to cheat. And then God lived on 2 and 8 and 3. 2, 8, 3. Well, 2, 8, and 3, because the 3 is your creation, the story you bring back. You bring back the story of the crypt, the visual story, and things in your life, your history. 283, 83 and 83 is 166. And that's all you need is 166. Because the 166 on the other side, if you add it together, 166 and 166 is 2, 3, 3. The other world, you don't need it. 3, 3, and 2 is the Christ again. Where we're up on the block, it's in our back. Christ is not real, but the light is coming. The light is here. I know the light is here. I know. Jesus kept waiting for John, and John for Jesus, and then John baptized Jesus. You can't baptize the God. You can't baptize the God unless you're the God putting him into a new realm of the world. Big mistake baptizing Jesus, my friends. Big mistake. John, Jack, Jerry, Joe. Ho, ho, ho. Don't I know the secret that goes on. Jack and Jill went up the hill to take a look at Hoover Dam. Bam! They fell down and rolled down, and Jack broke his crown because it was an egg. Wasn't any more than that. He just had to set off the spark. Jill was the hill. It was the bill of the duck. The duck call. Kahoo! Kahoo! Coming into the next world of Oasis. They smoke the weed so they can get the same visions I get. They have to play the same game. But there's people around them and people supporting them. But I come here and my support is going to be maybe too late. For each word I speak will be replicated tomorrow by somebody else. I am fast, they are faster. I will go, they will wait, they will challenge, they will do something to counteract everything I say. 33, 33, 33 is the Christ. It makes a 9. The 0 is not fucking there. The 0 is surrounding it. You're surrounded by an egg. You can't do that. They don't do it in darts. If you add up all the darts, okay, the 15 dart, the 14 would be 105, the 15 would be 120, 15 is 120, then that would be the pool balls, the 16 would be 136, the spirit is inside the creation, the 17, which is the queen, which is 153, and that's the 5 dice and the 3 dice. What their oppositions are is 2 and 4, so you have number 1, God, and oppositions with 5 and 2 and 3 and 4. Look at your telephone, look at your dice, you will see. So now we have 153 and 18, we have 171, we have the queen on both sides and the heaven on both sides. She's got control of 7 in between. 7, 7, 7. Because if 7 is there, 7 and 7 is there. Number 19 is 190, and now they have a birth. The 19, the moon, times 2 equals 38, plus 1 equals 39 weeks. Always plus 1 because it's a baby angel. Plus 20 is 210. But the 21st they cannot touch because it's the last one. Although it's a 1, it's with the 6, but it's part of the 6 and it is the 1 and it's God. And that 1 altogether equals to 21, and you end up going 21 over 20. You have 41 now, and that's the 41 position is the Mediterranean. Okay? God is a sharp guy. He plays chess. He takes it slow, and if you want to rush, walk away from 85 and never come back. It's the silver matrix, the truth of all matrix. It may tarnish and keep on tarnishing, but in your heart the light comes back again as long as you follow truth. The truth of man. Sorry, Jesus, but being on the 25th of December, says number 37. 37, 37, 37 is the center of roulette. 16 and 19, 17 and 20, and 18 and 21, 35, 37, 39 equals an average of 37, 37, 37, 111, 111, times 16, the one spirit of 6 of who we are, in honor of us. They connect them all together. Oh my God. Oh, are they strong, man? They are partying it up right now. Holy fuck. They're a little nervous, but they're partying it up, man. They're waiting. They're standing still. I mean, in their hearts, they're partying it up, but they're all quiet, sitting at the round table. The knights at the round table. The last night. Which way will that night go? Do you play chess? Since you win, 21 and 20 is 41. We add the total of the two scores, again, as individuals, to 41, equals to 82, which is TH time heaven, Venus, and Neptune. Time heaven. But this one says HT, HTC, heaven's time is the creation of now. Heaven's time is the creation of now. Okay? 28. When you go around, what are you playing? What game are you playing? If you went Monopoly and you went from Go, you went around twice and you ended up on Community Chess, what's going on? 33, creation is right there. But the 42nd place actually is the Mediterranean. So your Community Chest brings you to the real med, not the medication. The museum, the art of the skies. Christ, when he went up on the cross, the only thing that crossed through him were the two arrows of the signs of Finland, Quebec. The arrows that the Phoenix, the Sphinx, Arizona holds is the two cross arrows that cross the cross and turn that cross into a Magen David. The crossing of the 45 and 22.5 degree angle that the Mayans do not show, but I know better, because it works in numbers. And if you go right now to Celsius and punch in anything you want, just make it normal, minus or plus, you will see the Fahrenheit will always touch 5. As in 5, when you're starting off, and at your 5-yard line, you got 5 to go in for a touchdown, or a 2-point play, and that's why they added the 2-point play in football. What brought that up? What brought up the 2-point play? The 5 yards. You are the 5. You back up 5, because the minute you come into the point of a V, right? The V makes a 5. You're at the point. So the V, and you're at the point. So it's 5, and your one at the point makes 6. That makes God 7, because you get the 5 of God, his position. So 5 and 1. Then once you get that as 6, he gets the 1 of who you are, or the 7 of who you are. 176, the spirit of 76, is when they win us over. Now I went through some of the disciples, and we can go back to the fishing pond and look at others. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nathan, Daniel, Bartholomew, love of the cat. For the love of the cat, for the circle of life, Nathan has come as the man. A man from Cana. He's the man. Where does he come from? It says he's a true Israelite. This is the man, my friends. Follow this man's background. Nathaniel, Bartholomew. Bartholomew. Lo-meow is what they say in China. If they say it in China, and this man's number 7, my friends, we have found it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Judas Iscariot, the guerrilla fighter, was by his side all the way. He knew about Christ, the two of them. If you looked at them at the table, eating supper, Iscariot had his feet, hands on the table. Jesus Christ in the Last Supper had his head to the side. The sign of 2 maple leaves coming together. It looks like 2 kids are holding hands and crossing over. Looks like they're crossing over each other. And their heads are, this is the middle of their body over here. But this is what God's sign is, this X. Judas was on the side fighting the house. 5. 5, 8, 9, 10. He was watching 14. Macarius was watching 14. Macarius watching 14, which is the Christ. That means the Christ of Rubik's Cube. He's watching 14. Oh my God, where's Jesus in here? What number is he in the disciples? Oh my God, he's watching 14 because he's watching 13 trying to become 14. 27, 27. The gates, the Christ, where every birth that comes in passes through this man's body. Number 27. 2 times 7 is 9. 2 times 7 is 14. 2 and 7 is 9. The infamous 23. I'm leaving it go for now. Watch this video. I'll come back and say something else, but I will break the codes. But I need you on board. Raphael 7286. I have all my friends here. I have to remember mint. And I have to remember time. And I have to remember the wild fruit berries so I can have the wild fruit thoughts. And I have to remember that a beautiful white mushroom comes from cow shit and pig shit and duck shit. Okay? So I have to remember that the pineapple's so green and ugly on the outside, once you get off its hard core, you understand? The hard core of God, the core of the light, goes right through our bones, man. That's why we get bone disease. They're trying to steal that light and duplicate it. They're so fucking stupid. Don't they know? The first thing I ever learned in history, I got the only answer ever right in school to one thing. You can't transport water's energy. It has to be a natural transport. Water. Water and oil, my friends. What a good mix. What do you think? Home delivery. Home delivery. Beat the oil spill. 2 and 1/6. 216 is ABF. Your tires are burning in the ocean. We'll leave it for now. Ciao, ciao. I'm going to come back. I need to fly. I need you here to go. I do not want to smoke any marijuana and open up my door and go out freely into the lands where I'm going to be disrupted. When you disrupt, the car behind me stops too. And the one before that, and so on and so forth. They're all waiting to just come in so I can just feel the vibrations within and decrypt them and tell you in words instead of going, bow wow, bow wow. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm from the animal kingdom. I understand the scratch. It's in your pocket. I understand the heel. It's her. And she's making you beg. I understand the coinage. I understand it's just a twist of the turn of time that makes us age. I understand the values of the word. Do, re, mi. Give me some money, baby. The do is the re is the king, and give it to me. All in the song since time has begun, until they got the English one, and the French one, and one that can understand Hebrew, because it has a sound. And if you square off your sounds, I'll be able to read them square. And let me round them off after to what they really say. You talk to me in any language, it doesn't matter. It's the sound. You go bow wow, I'll write it down, say bow wow, and my language says this. And that's the answer from my mind. And once our minds connect up to one higher level, my friends, this bow wow is going all over town. We're going to have 622.6. The Queen is 62, and I just might be 26. Plus 13. Plus 10 of God. 13 was the third dice, right? We are the one angel coming into here. We are the M, but we're not the extension of the M. We're part of the M of one side. How they design the letter M, like in McDonald's. They put on 2 arms. They put you an arm here, and they put you an arm here. Here's your dick. Now they make your waist. They don't let you see your dick anymore, because it shoves out your ass and it's connected to your tail. And that's why when somebody shoves a finger up your ass, it seems to feel good, because you're connected to the brain, my friend. God goes right through you, my friends. When you breathe, when you go to the bathroom, you ever see going to the bathroom with corn? Their biggest mistake, corn. Corn showed you that they were learning from the corn cobs by Monsanto's, okay, how to shape the shit so that it comes out in little pebbles so the machine can read one pebble at a time, as we put a little bit of electricity and belt telephone under the ground to decrypt the sounds, because they decrypt all their voices. So piss on you and spray a little spray into the toilet after you shit. Flush, and then put the paper after. The paper becomes an envelope. These scientists were paid big money to make things soft, and they saw right through them. Excuse me. You know, everybody puts on a little bit of that black stuff before ball, but I'm not into that. I need to see the clarity of the reflection. The reflection of the light is very important in your eyes. That's what breaks up to show you the clear rainbows that you see the color with. So I put on Vicks, because when I was younger, it smells so good. Put it on my nose. It's not good. It's not letting the water out for the vibration. They can't hear me through the ears. And then you know what I put it after that? On my tits. I don't put any on my balls. You know why? I don't want to burn out my next brain. That brain is hampering down there, and he won't stand up for nothing because it's coming out my mouth. The tongue of the lion. The two tongues of one snake coming together in a beautiful bow, like a leaf. .342, my friends. 342, December 8th. Okay, I watched the game. My son was born on the 9th. I choked in the bar and I choked in the bar. And I had to leave. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't breathe. My son was born the next day. This was the 342nd day of the year. My son is born on the 343rd day of the year. 3, 4, 3, 10. 26 and 24 was the score. 50, the golden age. He's turning 21. That's 777 against number 29. 2 world birth. Number 29, 11. He becomes the prince. I don't know why. I don't understand this. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Because not only that, right? If I can read this properly, but 3, 4, and 2 is the number of 342 of the 432 gang, of the 432 in Facebook gang, the 432 between 1 and 5. My son is born on the eve of that morning, hours after the Vikings, which are a V and a 1 is 6, and a K. You see the K? It's on their side, this 5. This side is the V. So it's a 5 on this side with a blockade. It's a 50. It's an automatic 50. These are numbers. The 650, 300 bowling. Viking bowling lanes, the first ones out with Brunswick. The V equals 50. The king equals 50, but the king is the 13th letter. Okay? No, it's the 11th letter. But it's the 13th card. But if we use it as a 13th card, as the M would be the 13th, we'd have 26. Now what's next to it is L, because L and M are sister brother. They're next to each other, and they hold the same spirit vowel sound of E. So they're next to each other. So they are K and L, and it's J that is before the K. So J is 10. It's the 1 in the egg. 1 plus 15 is the egg. You know why? Because all the sounds of A, okay, all the sounds of A, H, J, K, R. It says, ah, Joker, ah, Joker. And that's all my numbers. What did they bring me here to do? Let's continue this. I want to get live, my friends. I want to go with the flow. I want to go in the innuendo of where you are. I don't want to be where I am, because when I get where you are, I get to divide. And when I divide, I start to relax, because there's so many more hearts beating for me. My heart and everybody else's. Oh, and we go on. I've never done this before, but I know it can be done, because if you can think it,
then the Lord has brought the magic. Let us rock and roll, my friends. Raphael 7286. Make me rock, my friends. I rock, Ron Paul rocks, we rock in the new age. We must rock, my friends. Fuck the sock, my friends. You didn't want to put it in the sock, so they wanted to rock. Well, now it's time to rock and to let go of the sock. And so stop with your finger in your mouth and let's go. Let's go into the new age with Astro Video and Shom FM. They are the in-betweens. They will end up on our side eventually. They already are, but they're not. But that's okay, because it's all in the ring. Let's rock, man. Make me viral. Make this viral. Let's see what I can really do. Protect me by making me viral. Let's see what I can really do. I can't go because I have no protection. No one behind me. For everybody, I'm just sick and not taking my pills. That's all. But I'm going to do a video and I'm going to show you taking my pills. You want to come over and stick your hand on my throat? I can't do this without the pills. They're my strength. Because I can do it, they gave me these pills to hold on to the door and the lithium to go inside. And I'm not scared, so I don't take the Ativan, and sometimes I do to get rid of the headache, but I'm not scared to go on the other side anymore. It was scary over there. I saw nothing. I didn't understand anything. The vibration was all new, but I saw the fish below my bed one day when they cooped me up like a chicken, and when I asked them for help, they couldn't help me more and have a heart for me more than a number in another room. And I saw the fish jumping, and then I figured out Herbert Hoover vacuum cleaners, cleaning up the fish in my room. They came into my room with a Hoover vacuum cleaner to clean up the fish from Hoover Dam. Poor thing. Is it really going to happen? My son is born on the 343. That means the 9th to the 25th is 16 days. That's exactly the two heavens that you need to separate from the Christ. Exactly. And in the year of 1991, the spirit, the true spirit of 7 by 13, and no more H and I, goodbye. Goodbye. Good. By Z and N and O and B and C. Hello to X and U equals 24 plus 21, 45. This is the new world, my friends. Hello to X and U. Here's the X-Men. He took that fucking wiring of these X pages that I learned everything on, and he bent it over. And he's the strong man, so he's the X-Man. And he bent that line of theirs that was a straight line one, and he fucked that one up because one seems to get in the middle of everything. Wherever there's something, there's one. It's all fucked up. So he made it a U. And every U turns into an egg, and when you put them together, they turn into whatever you want, depending on how much you want to bend them. You're the strong man. The 24th letter, the 21st letter equals to 45. Mars and Jupiter. Mars and Jupiter. You got to think of what Pharaoh was singing. What was Pharaoh singing? Mars, SARS, HARS. Ram, 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 Chrysler, everything's fucking upside down. Christ, slur. You ever hear of Chrysler? Never liked the car. It was always upside down and backwards. So I knew Chrysler had to belong to the 1, 7, and 4 family. And we got rid of 12. We kept the 13th, 14th, and 15th. 4, 5, 6. We kept 4, 5, and 6. That's what starts the whole walk. That's the 4, 5, and 6 are the elephants holding each other's tails. It also says the feds were back. The feds were back. Feed us, we're the animals. We feast on the vibration of the good Lord above of the light. Lord of the lights, my friend. What holy God, what can it be? Is there a Jew? Well, he's from the jungle, my friends. So anything partly said is a Jew is a jungle. When you can grow chickens on the trees as mushrooms. I've heard it before. This presidential election, these next days, you must go out and buy juice, not water, juice. Juice and juice and juice, and burn out your fucking intestines like I did for the last 25 years. I couldn't stand it that when everything seemed to go through me and it slid all the way out. I didn't like that feeling. It was like I wasn't grinding inside. It's like I wasn't moving. It's like my insides were making me move. So I started to drink juice and aspirin and Gatorade and aspirin when I got a headache, because you have to put it down slow sometimes because the body's not fast. And now I feel the grinding in my stomach all the time. It burns right up to my throat like I want to throw up, and thank God I'm able to do this. But I've been tenderizing it because I tenderized my diet. The mushroom will do well, sucking up the juice and the rest of the vibrations and the story to make it clarity, because you can't have a sound if there's no scratch. Raphael. The number of golf balls, divots on a golf ball, is 342. My son is born on the 343rd. He is born right one day, 8:30 in the morning, into the new age, and I was there. I was a champion. He was tall. He was the same length in centimeters as the number from 1 to 6 on the dice. He weighed his weight in baby time, 135 ace, weighing 9 pounds. 8, 11, 19, 10 God, 9 birth. We don't want 21. We want 19. 19 is what you want. 3 moons is 57 Heinz ketchup. You double that, you have 114, you have the pig connect up. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That was the game. Who is Tampa playing? Where is Minnesota? There is something that's going to happen. There is going to be multitudes. 1, 2, 3, 4 attacks like the last time. Do you know why 4 attacks? Northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest. We got all the corners covered. Now we're going to make 1 ring, 2 rings around, ring them in, ring them out, keep them on the inside of the dartboard so they can't see the truth. They'll be so fucked up we wouldn't care anyways, because we're laughing and going all the way to the bank with their hearts. But we bring the light, we have the light. I bring what I have of the light. Now I am externing myself and exalting myself, and I'm not getting any good words of the truth from beyond the crypt. And that's where I want to go, not here explaining myself all the time. Thank you.